Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone had a good 4th of July. As we said last week, we are here with Jazmin.
Hello everyone, my name is Jazmin Sandoval and I'm in personal finances and insurance services for the last 7 years.
Hello everyone, my name is Julisa Sanchez and I'm with Homebridge Financial Services.
And we're at Osito's tab here with Mike Moreno. So Mike is the business owner. Mike, please tell us a little bit about your business and the history.
Sure, yeah. So as they had mentioned, my name is Mike Moreno. I appreciate you all coming out today. You're actually sitting in my speakeasy right now, which is in Little Village, right on 26 and Ridgeway. And the whole premise of the speakeasy itself was supposed to have that classic Chicago vibe with that modern Latin flair. However, the speakeasy is actually attached to my liquor store in the front, Moreno's Liquors, which has been in the neighborhood for over 45 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're very proud of all the work that we've done. My family has been in the community forever. My mom was born and raised in this community. My father immigrated here from San Luis Potosí in Mexico.
Yeah.
But a lot of people ask, okay, well, why did you call it Osito's Tap? And really, the main premise of that was because I used to come to work every day with my small Chihuahua Osito. So he looked like a little bear. I thought it was kind of funny. We're in the largest Mexican neighborhood in the Midwest. Why not name a bar after a small Chihuahua? Of course, my Chihuahua. So that was the whole point of it.
That's lovely. What a great story.
Of course. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Mike, we really do appreciate you allowing us to host this live here today. You were totally open for us to visit and try out this wonderful place, Sayula. Is that how you pronounce it?
Layuda, yeah.
Layula. And then also their great guacamole. You must come and try their food. It's amazing. And we really do appreciate you sharing this time with us.
Of course, anytime. I appreciate you ladies being here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty,
What a rich history.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
It's just amazing. I was going to say it's as old as I am, but you have to say your age, but that's just a great history story about the place, and the environment here is so chill and nice, and the drinks are really good, and
it's all what we stand for: small business, local, community. So it's just good all around.
All the love.
Yeah.
We feel all the love.
Yeah.
All right, so getting back to business.
Yes.
Yep.
What would you recommend, Jazmin, for anyone that's a self-employed small business to manage their finances in your industry? What is the first thing you recommend to them? And also people that are in the service industry, people that get paid 1099, which could be a realtor, contractor. What in your expertise can you recommend to these individuals?
So the basic financial concept is pay yourself first. A lot of us do not think about that, and we make a lot of money. A lot of times especially in the service industry, we know Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays you can be bringing a lot of cash in.
Yes.
And then when we're self-employed, it's not about how much you get paid hourly. It's about how many sales you have, the service that you do, how many products you sell. So you can easily not pay yourself first, because what happens is all the income comes into your bank account, or, you keep it underneath your mattress, however you do, right? And we don't do that. And it pays, as long as we paid ourselves 10% of how much we make every week or every 2 weeks, we can really have a lot once we start saving and accumulating that money. We were just talking about that. If you're making around, let's say $500 a week, right? And then at the end of the month, it's $2,000. You should at least be saving $200. You're like, well, what is $200? Not a lot, right? And nowadays, but at the end of the year is $2,400. Next year is $4,800, and whatever financial goal that you're trying to obtain, it can actually be feasible as long as you pay yourself first.
Yeah, that's amazing, because when you break it down that way, it's more reasonable, right? And you start to understand the numbers versus not really knowing what you're doing with your money, right? So that's great. That's awesome.
So I have a question for you, Jazmin. What are some common mistakes you see that small businesses make when it comes to finances?
So one of the biggest mistakes that I see is that they think that they make more money than they actually do, right? So you're like, oh yeah, I'm probably making around, $75,000 or $100,000. Okay, that's how much is coming into your bank account. But how much are you actually making? And what I mean by that is, once you do your taxes, you have deductions, and you have marketing costs, and you have labor costs, and you have uniforms, utilities, supplies. So how much of that money do you actually keep? Is one of the biggest common mistakes people have. So when they have to go buy a house, they realize, oh wait, I don't actually make $100,000. I actually only keep $35,000 worth of money. So I think that would be number one.
And I would have to add that in many cases, in our experience on the lending side, when we see taxes for self-employed, we always do see the bottom line number, the profit, at times where it's not enough to buy a home. So one of the things we always recommend that they always keep in order is their banking, right? So in that aspect, what is some of the recommendations that you give clients when it comes to self-employment and banking?
So number one is you have to have a separate business bank account. So as long as you have your personal and all that money is going in there, it'll be very difficult for us to be able to help you out and sort that out. So open up a business bank account. The second thing is we have to have income for any example, a financial goal like buying your house or saving for your retirement. Having an account where you're saving money but actually earning interest on that money instead of just having it sitting at the bank account doing absolutely nothing. I call that dead money. It's like a dead plant. No matter how much you water it, nothing is growing, right?
Quick question. So even as a server, you should open up a business banking account.
Or at least have like a separate account where you know that all the income from your job is going there.
Okay.
And then you're paying yourself a little bit, right? However much you need to actually survive, right? And then another great thing that you need to do if you do have a business is bookkeeping. So having a bookkeeper that tells you how much income is coming in, what are the bills that you have, that is such a great record because it'll help you when you want to buy a house or also to do your taxes or in front of the IRS.
Those are some really good points too, because Amanda, you asking about server who gets paid cash. In our world, when we start to see bank statements, that's one of the biggest concerns that we have because we can't figure these things out, right? Which Jazmin and her team has come in so much handy when it comes to organizing. But if you come to Jazmin already with your things in order, how much more easier is it?
Oh my God, yeah, so much less time consuming, less headaches for you. And also, like, you know, sometimes people are like, well, it's like $150 per month for bookkeeping, or, you know, it's $100 to have like a savings account. But you have to think about the long term. How much is that going to help you? Now, one of the things is, what other alternative options do you have that you give clients, Julisa, in case somebody doesn't have sufficient funds? Because that's how, when they did their taxes, they didn't say that they earned that amount of income to be able to purchase a home.
Yeah, so we do have a bank statement loan where we still apply responsible financing, right? We take a look, a deep dive in their monthly deposits and average their income based on the deposits. And then we take a percentage of that and we do a bank statement loan. But we certainly do have other alternative options for clients who have not reported sufficient in the last 2 years on their taxes.
Nice. And Amanda, what got you interested in being able to serve and help self-employed and service industry people when you became a real estate agent?
Yeah, so I am actually from the service industry, and so I just have a deep appreciation for it, and I know that there's a need for help and getting people's finances in order. So